what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, so in this video I'm gonna be teaching you guys the best builds in NBA 2K20 Mobile. And I know I already did this video and I'm pretty sure you guys didn't understand me, so I want to clarify things. I want you guys to fully understand it. And before we start, please follow me on my socials. I leave a link in the descriptions, and please like this video and subscribe if you're new. And before I teach you guys these things, I want you guys to be clear that there are different playing styles in this game, okay? Like, you can't just be like, oh, Kobe Bryant's a great player, I want to be just like him. No, different players have different playing styles, okay? So you guys can't just copy it, okay? Everyone has a different kinds of playing style, you know. If you guys like driving to the rim, you know, those kinds of things, you know, running plays, you know, those kinds of things. So that's what I'm going to be discussing in this video, so you guys will be clear and you guys can play in your maximum potential. So, you know, yeah, I just want to clarify that. So first of all, we have different types of playing styles. I already said that. So slasher is the one who likes driving to the rim, dunking the ball, you know, those kinds of things. Playmakers are the ones who like breaking ankles and getting assists, you know, those kinds of things. Point guard specifically. Spot-up shooter who likes you know, shooting from 3-point range, you know, those kind of things. Shot creators who like shooting from mid-range or even 3-point range, you know, almost anywhere. Glass cleaners are for the ones who like rebounding the basketball or, you know, loose ball saving, diving for the ball. Lockdown defenders, the one for those who like blocking the ball, you know, playing good defense. Post scorer is the ones who like going fadeaways, pump fakes, post scoring, you know, the guys who like scoring close to the rim specifically. So yeah. Okay, so first we have the point guard, the most important player in the field, okay? He's the one that's, you know, supposed to be the smartest and the fastest of them all. So first we have the slasher, because, you know, point guards are naturally fast, and slasher build is perfect for those who like driving to the rim, dunking, and it's really perfect. The only problem is it increases the risk of injuries. If you didn't know, you guys can actually get injured in this game. You guys will most likely end up like Derrick Rose. He's a great point guard slasher, but he got injured. So yeah, that's the only problem I see with this build. With your height and, you know, this skill, you might get injured because, you know, you're slashing through those giants, and, you know, you guys can get injured. But it's a really great build. It makes you super fast. It just makes you, man, you just dunk the ball. It's really my favorite build of all. And next we have the playmaker. The playmaker is specifically made for point guards. So this build is for those who like breaking ankles and getting assists, you know, ball handling, all that. It's specifically made for point guards. If you guys didn't know, just like Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving, those players are perfect examples of point guard playmakers. You know, so this build is perfect for you guys if you specifically, you know, do that. Spot-up shooter, a perfect example of spot-up shooter is Stephen Curry, shooting from 3-point range, and you guys can still dunk, can still ball handle, all of that. But specifically with this build, you guys can almost never miss 3-pointers, and especially if you're using this build with a point guard, it's absolutely perfect for you guys who like shooting deep threes, you know. And shot creator, just like Kobe Bryant, you guys can pretty much shoot from anywhere, whether it's mid-range or near the basket or 3-point range. Pretty much anywhere you guys can have an increased chance of making it. Yeah. And as for the height, I suggest making him from about at least 6 feet to about 6'3" for speed, because speed is very important for point guards. Even if you don't have that much defense, speed is very important, you guys. Speed is the most important thing a point guard cannot have, because he's running up and down the court making plays, so it's very important. But if you guys want to make him more defensive, I suggest making him 6'4" to 6'6" for more defense. But you might lose a bit of speed. Like I said, speed is very important for point guards. So you guys can also make him a 5-footer, you know, 5'11", 5'10", but with that height, you guys can't really surpass all those giants, because, you know, point guards usually, you know, when they're attacking the rim, you know, you guys are gonna have a difficult time getting past those defenders. Sure, you guys will have speed, but yeah, as you can see, Derrick Rose, man, he's an amazing player, an amazing slasher playmaker. He's absolutely the perfect one. Next, we have the shooting guard, the main scorer of the field. He's the one that's main job is score for their team. Now, just because he's the shooting guard doesn't mean he's the only one that can shoot. Anyone can shoot and score the basket in this game. But shooting guards, I don't need to explain it. You guys already know. Like James Harden shooting the basketball. So yeah, slasher, obviously the best build. Unlike the point guard slasher, shooting guard slasher will a perfect build for dunking and getting past all those defenders, and you guys won't get injured that much because with a perfect height and with this ability, you guys are gonna be amazing dunkers. You guys can catch much more bodies if that's your playing style, driving to the rim. It's perfect for you guys, so this is highly recommended for you guys. Yeah, a perfect example is Michael Jordan, of course, a perfect shooting guard slasher. Man, he's just an amazing shooting guard slasher. And of course, playmaker, perfect build. Playmaker build is for you guys first timers who because this build can basically do anything. You can shoot, you can dribble, you can dunk, you can defend, perfect for those first timers who don't really know their dope. And spot up shooter, of course, like I said, the main scorer, shooting guard, 3-point range, perfect scoring, shot, you guys will almost never miss. Come on guys, this is absolutely obvious. Shot creator, perfect example of shot creator is Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Like I said, you almost never miss when you're shooting from mid-range or either 3 points or near the basket. It's absolutely perfect for you guys who like doing jump shots. This is the build for you guys. And as for the height, I suggest making him at least 6'3" and 6'5" between those two, 6'3" to 6'5" for speed. And the perfect height for this is obviously 6'6". Perfect height for shooting guards because you guys have offense and you guys are amazing defenders as well. Perfect height for you guys, so you guys still have speed and you guys still have good defense. It's perfect build for you guys. And if you guys want him to be more defensive, you guys can be 6'7" to 6'8", but your coach might possibly make you into a small forward. And why would you be a small forward if you wanted to be a shooting guard? Yeah, so like I said, you guys can also be post scorers. I don't know why I didn't add that. The perfect, like Kobe Bryant doing those fadeaways. This build is absolutely perfect for you guys. Alright, next we have the small forward. Of course, the guy that can do absolutely anything. He can defend, he can shoot. He's, man, the perfect one. Kind of like LeBron James. He can do anything. An all-around player, guys. I always wanted to be a small forward. And of course, slasher build, perfect. If a 6'6" slasher shooting guard is unguardable, imagine a 6'8" or above or below. With that strength, small forwards are naturally strong, and with this build, you guys can absolutely dunk on anyone. Glass cleaner, perfect example of glass cleaners are, Dennis Rodman. This build is for those guys who like rebounding. And if you guys didn't know, glass cleaners are actually the build who, most likely dive for the ball. If there's a loose ball, you guys can loose ball save. This is the build. If you didn't know, this is the build for you guys. If you like diving for the ball, loose ball save, kind of like Dennis Rodman, of course. And of course, lockdown defender. This build isn't actually necessary because small forwards are naturally good defenders because of their brute strength and size. So hey, if you guys want to perfect defending, this build is perfect for you guys. If you guys want to be like LeBron James, you guys blocking other opponents' shots, playing good defense, sticking close to them. And of course, playmaker. Like I said, playmaker build is perfect for those first timers who don't know what their playing style is yet. So this build is perfect for you guys because this build can pretty much do anything. Perfect for small forwards. They can defend, they can shoot, they can dribble, they can dunk, they can shoot from anywhere. They have good defense. Perfect for you first timers because they can do pretty much anything. And when you guys fully upgraded this, you guys will already get a 99 overall, if you guys didn't know that. So 99 overall tutorial from other videos in the future. And of course, perfect height for small forwards. I suggest making him for at least 6'5" to 6'8". 6'7" for speed, of course, and 6'8", obviously. LeBron James height is the perfect height for you guys because it has good offense and good defense, perfect for small forwards. And if you guys want him to be more defensive, I suggest making him 6'9" above. But the problem is he might get too slow. He might be too slow, and he might get turned into a power forward or a center. But I rarely seen a small forward that's 6'11", 6'10", that's absolutely fast. Example, Antetokounmpo. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, or other small forwards who are absolutely fast, that are absolutely tall. But I rarely seen that most likely you guys will be absolutely slow, good defenders but absolutely slow when you guys are 6'9" above. But hey, 6'8" is absolutely perfect for you guys. Perfect example of small forward playmakers, LeBron James. You guys already know that he's absolutely dominant and unstoppable when he steps in the rim, guys. He is absolutely a perfect example. Okay, next we have the power forward, the most dominant, defender, the first in the line in defending, of course, and slasher build. Of course, perfect example is Blake Griffin, an unstoppable dunker. I already explained this build is perfect for you guys who like driving to the rim and catching bodies, and dominant, man. And glass cleaner, of course, Dennis Rodman likes rebounding basketball and loose ball save. Also good defender. Perfect builds for power forwards because they are naturally tall and naturally strong. Post scorer, of course, perfect example is Hakeem Olajuwon, a power forward who is a great post scorer. Man, this build is perfect for you guys who like to be an offensive, and lockdown defender. And just like the small forward, this isn't really a necessary build for you guys because power forwards are naturally good defenders because they're much more dominant, much more stronger, much more taller, and spot up shooter isn't really the best builds for power forward. But if you guys want a more offensive power forwards, spot up shooter is perfect build for you guys because you guys can shoot pretty much anywhere. And as for the height, I recommend making him 6'8" to 6'9" for more speed. But you guys will most likely be a small forward, and 6'10", a perfect height for you guys to be a power forward. And 6'11" if you guys want him to be more defensive, but you guys will lose more speed. 6'10", yeah, you guys can make him below 6'8", but it's really good, man. Power forwards are meant to be dominant, and with a height like 6'6", 6'7", you guys will most likely be a small forward. And yeah, like I said, Blake Griffin, a perfect example of a slasher power forward, absolutely dominant one. And last but not least, the center, the tower of power, the strongest and the biggest man in the court. And of course, the perfect build is glass cleaner, but isn't really necessary. Isn't really the best build for centers because they are naturally good rebounders because of their height and their dominance and their strength. They're naturally tall, they're naturally strong, and man, glass cleaner isn't really necessary because they already are. But if you guys want to be if you guys want to perfect this, skill, you guys can also. And post scorer, perfect example of post scorer, Hakeem Olajuwon, and even Shaquille O'Neal, if you guys didn't know. Post scorer is obviously the one whose back is at the rim and scoring smart. And lockdown defender, not really necessary for centers as well because lockdown defenders isn't really necessary because centers is obviously a naturally good defender. They're tall, they're strong, they're dominant, and lockdown defenders, of course. And shot creator, you guys can also be a shot creator. Slasher as well, man, if you guys want to be more of an offensive. But it's not really an issue to be a slasher center because you guys don't really need to jump that high, dunk, and not much of defenders will stop you. And as for the height, I suggest making him 6'10" to 6'11" to have just a little bit of speed at least. But it's not really necessary to have speed because centers doesn't really need speed. They just really need to post up in offense, and as in defense they need to rebound the ball. And the perfect height is 7 foot to 7'1" because for centers, the taller the better. They don't really need speed at this point because they should be a good defender, of course, a good rebounder. He's the one that's mostly in charge of rebounding the basketball, and the taller the better, man. The perfect example, of course, Shaquille O'Neal, a good defender, And of course, when it comes to offense, because of his dominance, no one can pretty much stop him. And if you guys want to be like Shaquille O'Neal, man, yeah. Well, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you learned so much from me, man, it's such an honor. And this guy is my power forward, spot-up shooter. As you can see, he almost never misses, a good 3-point shooter. And just an example for you guys, this is my chosen power forwards. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe if you're new, and follow me on my socials. Please guys, follow me on my socials. I'll leave a link in the descriptions, please. It would mean so much to me. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys know, if I helped you at least a little bit in playing 2K, make sure to give it a like. And comment down below if you guys want me to do any more videos like these, more tutorials. But I doubt you guys will do it, because none of you really do much of what I'm saying here. But it's worth a try to, this is the reason why I wanted to be an entertainer. You guys really don't need to know that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video, hopefully. And make sure to go check out my 2K trick shots. And I made a reaction video where I show my face, my reaction. But make sure to go check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And this guy is my small forward playmaker. If you guys watch my gameplay, you guys will see him. Anyway, that's not important. What's important is you guys learn at least a little from me. And if you guys want to see a tutorial from me,